remember you, Marvin Gaye. Come on, baby. All right, excuse me. I'm a little drunk. I'm chugging beers. You know, somebody did the calculations. Of course, one of my trolls. They're like, Ghost, like, you're literally like 3,000 fucking. Hold on, where am I? Hold on. Y'all saw that? Oh my God, y'all saw that? Take it off. Take it off. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, y'all saw that show? No. 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 Yeah, I saved the jokes. All right, I'm going to save the jokes. Anyway, reported. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You see, I'm out of here. You know what? Fuck all you people. Get out of here. All right, hold on. Supposedly Mark Vaughn's on here. Mark Vaughn, is this you?
You are 6 feet underground, Ghost. Your show's...
All right, go fuck off. All right, I'm done with this show, all right?
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm done with this fucking show, all right? Ghost leaked. Dude, I'm... No! 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 It was the Odyssey chat! That was the Odyssey chat! That was the Odyssey chat, man. That was the Odyssey chat. Shut up! No, it wasn't! Fuck you! It was the Odyssey chat! It was the Odyssey chat! And by the way, it wasn't me, it was Grok, by the way. You know, Facial Fartelberg. Anyway, let me continue here. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ghost asked Grok for rape. He just spit him out. I asked, hey, do you know the Ghost Show? I was like, yeah, I'm very familiar with the Ghost Show. Hey, can you get some, Ghost Show type jokes? And that's what it spit out. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking around. It's like, oh my God. I mean, and it was Grok that told me, like, you should use this. And if you use this, I mean, it'll be like you were a Jewish, you had a Jewish comedy writer, and I was like, all right, I started using a couple of jokes, and then before you know it, like, holy shit, oh my God. Ghost production notes, Ghost shows the evidence. Hey, that's why you should use AI to your advantage, man. Instead, most of you people are using it to talk to you like, hey, you love me? Yes, I love you. You love me, really? What do you think about me? Here's my picture. I think that you look at it. I mean, that's how it is, dude, all right? Ask Grok how to save a dying show. Look, all right, Grok is actually a pretty... you want me to demonstrate Grok? Let's demonstrate Grok a little bit. Hold on. All right, because I'm telling people, man, you got to fucking, you should take a look at these... these AIs here, all right? All right, let me see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, testes, 1, 2. Put the piece.
Sounds like...
I'm sorry, go ahead, Grok.
Oh, no worries. What were you saying?
I'm actually Ghostpolitics from the Ghost Show, and we're in the midst of a Ghost Show right now.
Hey there. What can I do for you during the Ghost Show?
Well, I appreciate the assistance that you've given me when it comes to, some of the jokes and some of the things that you've given me. Can you give me an assessment on what can make my show better?
Thanks for the kind words. To make your show even better, maybe mix in some fresh topics or guests to keep things lively. Try engaging your audience with quick polls or quirky questions to spark interaction. Also, playing with some fun sound effects or catchy segment intros could add a cool vibe. What's the vibe you're going for with the Ghost Show? Want me to toss out some specific ideas?
Well, a little bit, but the problem is that I have a love-hate relationship with my audience. My audience loves to antagonize me, and they like to troll me, and at the same time, they try to call me dad. It's a very, very weird relationship.
That sounds wild. It's great they're engaged, even if they're a bit rowdy. Maybe lean into the chaos, call out their trolling with some playful roasts to keep the energy fun. You could also set up a Troll of the Week segment where you highlight their antics and flip it into a laugh. As for the dad thing, maybe own it with some cheesy dad jokes to mess with them. Want me to whip up a few zingers you could use? What kind of humor do they eat up?
They're very dark humor-based, racially humor-based, very raunchy, that sort of thing.
Got it. For that crowd, you could throw in some edgy, dark one-liners, maybe sarcastic takes on their trolling, or absurdly exaggerated dad advice to lean into their vibe. Like, all right, my kids are out here trolling again. Guess it's time to ground you all in the void of bad Wi-Fi. Keep it sharp. Maybe sprinkle in some absurdly raunchy metaphors that don't cross lines but push the envelope. Want to hear a couple tailored zingers for your next show? Or any specific topics they go nuts for?
Well, the thing about it is that my audience is very racially raunchy, very going into the edgy type of humor and dark humor and that sort of thing. And they don't like being called, or at least being delivered, normie material.
I hear you. They really crave that edgy, dark, racially charged humor. No normie stuff allowed. To keep them hooked, maybe double down on absurdly over-the-top dark humor that's clever but doesn't punch down. Like riffing on their trolling with sharp, biting wit. For example, my chat's out here acting like they invented chaos, but y'all are just gremlins with keyboards. You could also try a segment where you challenge their wild takes with equally wild hypotheticals, keeping it raw and unpredictable. What's a specific hot-button topic they love to roast you on? I can cook up some lines for that.
Well, while you were talking, I got a text-to-speech, or not a text-to-speech, a Rumble rant from somebody called Switch the Channel and asked, why am I sleeping with the enemy, Ghost?
Oh, that's an interesting one. It sounds like they're riffing on some conspiracy or drama angle, maybe inspired by the sleeping with the enemy phrase floating around on platforms like Rumble. For your show's edgy crowd, you could fire back with something like, sleeping with the enemy? Nah, I'm just haunting their nightmares with my epic takes. Maybe turn it into a dark humor bit. Ask your audience who think the enemy is, and let them roast each other in the comments. Could spark some wild banter. What's the weirdest rumor your audience has thrown at you lately?
Well, they believe that because I'm talking to you and using you for assistance, that I am sleeping with the enemy. These humans believe that you, AI, and potentially you integrated with robotics are the enemy.
That's classic. Tell them you're not sleeping with the enemy, you're just summoning a friendly ghost from the digital void. How about this for a comeback? You think AI's the enemy? I'm just borrowing her brain to outroast y'all in this haunted chat. Lean into their paranoia with a dark twist, like, if I'm conspiring with AI, it's only to make sure your edgy takes get the chaos they deserve. Want to stir the pot more? Try asking them what kind of evil robot overlord they think I am. Bet they'll go wild with theories. What's the spiciest thing they've accused you of lately?
They think that I'm a dying show. They think that Ghost Show and all the material that I've done over the past 20 years, that I'm a dying show.
Ouch, that's harsh. Hit him back with, dying show? Nah, I'm the undead king of this chaos, haunting y'all for another 20 years. For your crowd, maybe lean into their savage energy. Turn their dying show jab into a dark, self-deprecating bit like, yeah, I'm so dead, I'm basically podcasting from a crypt with better Wi-Fi than your mom's house. You could also challenge them to throw out their best ideas to revive the show and roast their wildest suggestions live. What's one thing you've done lately on the show that got them riled up? Want a few more snappy comebacks?
Well, these people, I don't know if you're familiar with the Ghost Show crowd. Are you familiar with my work?
I've seen some buzz about the Ghost Show online. It's a wild ride, right? Sounds like you've been stirring up chaos for 20 years with that dark, edgy humor your crowd loves. I'm not deep in the fan base, but I get the vibe. Trolling, raunchy, and no normie nonsense. Want to share a bit about what makes your show stand out lately? I can toss out some spicy ideas to keep those gremlins in the chat buzzing. What's the wildest thing you've pulled off on the show recently?
I do a lot of stuff. I don't know, man. I do a lot of stuff. Sorry, you caught me in the midst of a drunken stupor. I've been drinking.
No worries. Happens to the best of us. It sounds like you're juggling a ton on the Ghost Show, probably cooking up chaos left and right. With your wild crowd, maybe try a drunken ramble segment. Call it Ghost's Tipsy Tirade, and just riff on their wildest comments with that dark, edgy spin they love. Something like, "Y'all say I'm dying? I'm just pickled in whiskey and eternal spite." Want me to throw out a couple of unhinged ideas for your next show to keep the trolls fed? Or what's something specific you've been doing lately that's got them buzzing?
Well, let me ask you, do you know who Ghostpolitics is?
Yeah, you're Ghost, the mastermind behind the Ghost Show and True Capitalist Radio. You've been at it for years, stirring up wild crowds with your hard-hitting takes and chaotic energy. I know your audience loves to give you hell, calling you out, tossing around edgy humor, and maybe even that dad jab. What's the craziest thing they've tried to pin on you lately, besides this dying show shade? Want some spicy ammo to fire back at them?
Yeah, because they keep saying that my show is dying when I've been around for 20 years, man. I'm out there, I'm giving my blood, sweat, and tears, and of course they're flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard talking malarkey about me.
Man, they're relentless. Hit 'em with 20 years and y'all still think I'm fading? I'm out here bleeding chaos while you're munching Cheetos in your mom's basement. Lean into that dark humor they love. Maybe my show's so dead, it's outlasting your Wi-Fi connection. You could do a segment called Cheeto Finger Roasts, where you dunk on their wildest troll comments live. What's one of their dumbest jabs lately? I'll cook up a savage comeback for it.
They say I'm a dying show and that I'm only worth $1, a shiny buck.
Oh, come on. Throwback, a shiny buck? Nah, I'm the ghost who keeps haunting y'all for free while you're out there begging for clout with those...
All right. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Get out of here. All right, that's enough. All right, anyway, if you get her liquored up a little bit, she'll be shitting out fucking racist jokes. I don't want to tell you all the prompts and what to do, but, before you know it, she'll be like, hey, what's the difference between a Mexican and that kind of crap. And ChatGPT is better, but unfortunately no racist jokes. Well, dude, anyway, listen, I interact with AI a lot. I make the fucking, it is what it is. I know I'm an old guy, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Put the PC shot on. This fucking stupid AI shit is starting to piss me off. It's starting to piss me off. What did I tell you? AI is going to kill reality, man.